All right, Coach, thanks. We are across the Cumberland River from downtown Nashville at Nissan Stadium in Tennessee. The whole of downtown Nashville likely still reverberating with the sounds of the Titans taking the field a moment ago. They're ready for football as their Titans are set to match up with Carson Wentz and the Philadelphia Eagles. 2-1-2 teams, each hoping to get back to 500, and we're underway in Week 4. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. On the ground, this is Derrick Henry. And he'll fight forward to about the 27-yard line. Tackle made that time by Brandon Graham.
Well, he was looking for some running room, and there wasn't a whole lot of it there on that play. I think he was lucky to get a couple of yards out of it because those defenders, they were rallying to the football pretty quickly.
On second down, here's Henry. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair.
I'm getting the sense that Fletcher Cox is making offensive linemen want to take the week off when they have to play against him.
It's a regular routine for him, isn't it?
It really is. That play there, that's him all day long. Good luck trying to block him and keep him from disrupting your offense.
On third down, Mariota. And this is going to be incomplete. Ronald Darby that time, the one who got a hand in and knocked it free.
And third down is a key down in any game you play. And third down defense, something we've got to watch in this one. Got to be effective on the passing downs. That's a pretty good first step right there.
He punted 4 times in the loss last week as he gets this one away here. The Eagles in good position to start out as they come up 1st and 10. They'll run with a former Badger. It's Corey Clement. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield.
Wow, that play got shut down in a hurry.
As soon as the snap came, you could see defensively they were just closing in. That was going nowhere.
Yeah, you count on your offensive line to give you a little bit of space, a little bit of time so you can make a move. There was none there for him.
Throwing is Wentz. And this is caught. I think he got that with one hand. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down.
One thing we do know, he's going to get his catches. So as they move forward defensively, got to continue to focus on not giving up the big play when he does catch the ball in the secondary.
Now Wentz on 3rd down. And complete to Zach Ertz. And he'll get it out to midfield. Looks like, yeah, they'll spot it right at midfield at the 50. The completion good for only 6, and that'll bring up 4th. Now on 4th down, it's Cameron Johnston on to punt it away. Back deep, Michael Campanaro. And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away. And the Titans getting set to go. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. Now a former 5th-round pick of the Eagles. This is Dion Lewis. And not much there at all as he'll get this only up to about the 11. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. Now a 2nd down throw for Mariota. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete. And this passing game's whole offense really didn't show up in the loss last week, and it hasn't started all that great here either.
Yeah, and they can't let that incompletion become an uh-oh moment. Like, oh boy, here we go again. Just like last week, each game is its own entity, treated as such.
Mariota from the gun on 3rd down. And he's taken down. Back at his own 7. Brandon Graham. In there to drop him for a 4-yard loss, and it'll be 4th down. On is Kern, the punter, to send this one away. Philadelphia getting set to take the field. They were forced to punt last time, and I doubt sincerely that they'll have to punt here because they're gifted with terrific field position.
I don't even want to think about the idea that they would end up punting starting with this type of field position. Neither do they. Great starting spot, great opportunity to run your full playbook. If they want to take a shot here, they can go ahead and do it.
Now a first carry for Donnell Pumphrey. Room to run inside the 40. And all the way down to the 33-yard line. They got 18 yards out of that one, and it gets them a new set of downs. That O-line, they cleared a big hole there on that run.
The athleticism of offensive lines continues to evolve, and we're seeing it here. Not only are they controlling things right at the line of scrimmage, but they're able to get upfield to get to what we call the 2nd and the 3rd levels. You know, get to the linebacker spot, the secondary spot, getting all the way downfield with their blocking, which helps keep the running back clean.
They'll try to continue that trend here this afternoon. He's going to sling it. This is taken in by Jeffrey. He's got it. Touchdown, Eagles. Alshon Jeffrey, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Eagles have taken the early lead. And his kick is no good. An inauspicious start here kicking-wise as this one stays a 6-0 game. Elliott now to kick this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Titans offense now, they work their way back onto the field. They've had it twice. They've punted twice. Not the start they were hoping for.
Not at all, and let's face it, every facility we visit, everyone talks about converting on 3rd down, how big that is. In this situation, they've had to punt it away twice, so they're furiously going over things on the sidelines. What do we need to do to pick up a first down and change our momentum?
And he slides to avoid the hit. He'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's 2nd down.
Now, how about that play? He took a possible negative and turned it into positive yardage and slid down to avoid taking a big shot. Excellent job getting down and avoiding the big hit.
Mariota now on second down. He finds Corey Davis. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. The Titans get 14 yards there and move the chains as well. Now a play fake here on first down. And he's going to drop this off to his fullback. And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down. So second in inches after that first down completion went just shy of the marker. Second down, Mariota. Pressure comes, and down he goes. The Eagles get there for the sack. Brandon Graham in there to get him his second sack now of the afternoon. With the former Volunteer Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. It's the... Now Mariota. And that is incomplete. Seems like this defense, especially the secondary, has really been contesting about every throw in this first half.
Remind me of a good half-court defensive basketball team. Every time a pass is thrown, they're right there in good defensive position, able to affect the play.
Philadelphia getting set to take the field. Wentz and the Eagles now with a 1st and 10 at their own 16. They go play action here on first down. And hauled in here by Richard Rodgers. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this across the 25-yard line. Give him 10 yards there, and about by the nose of the football, he's going to have a first down. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down. Now that play was doomed right from the start.
He just about ran into every defender on that one, didn't he? It felt like everyone got a piece of that tackle.
On play action, Wentz. And down he goes. They bring down Wentz on the sack.
This offensive line has struggled. In fact, when we sat down with the coach, he said it's been in tatters lately. They allowed 6 sacks in their last game. Just gave up another one right there.
In tatters, so it sounds a little bit like this right now.
Exactly. It's like that paper being ripped. And right now, they've got to find a way to get it back together.
On 3rd and long, it's Wentz. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. Brian Orakpo. He's the one to get him this time, and back-to-back sacks are going to bring up a 4th down. Now Campanaro. It's a 45-yard punt, but a decent return there of 9 yards. And it'll be Titan football. The Titan offense now working their way back onto the field. So far, they've had 3 drives, 3 punts. Not good.
Not good indeed, because you've got to have something to show for being out on the field. Now, sometimes, if you have a game where neither side has scored, 3 punts isn't a bad thing. But when you're trying to set the pace, get up on top in a game, you've got to show better offense and find a way to put some points on the board.
They're throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. And they'll lose a yard that time, and that's going to lead to a third down. The Titans on third down, 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This is 3rd and 11. From the gun, Mariota. Eagle pressure, too much this time. Down he goes. Brandon Graham in there to drop him for his 5th sack of the year. Here's Brett Kern now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. Philadelphia getting set to take the field. They've got the lead. Last time had to punt it, though. What's the key to this drive?
I think it's leverage.
Leverage.
Big guys up front. You know the motivational speech on the sideline is, guys, give us an opportunity. Protect the passer, create space for our runners, and let's go ahead and get these guys. Low man wins. Let's go do it on this drive.
We'll watch that leverage on this drive. And he's going to lose yardage here back to the 14-yard line.
Well, you had to punt on your first drive, and on the first play of the second drive, you end up going backwards. I would dare say they need something good to happen right here, right now.
On second down, here's Wentz. Incomplete. It was Logan Ryan that time who knocked it away.
Now, that's absolutely terrific technique right there by the corner. Exhibit A. Zone coverage, knew where his man was in relation to the football at all times, and made a nice play.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. To throw is Wentz. He's got his man. That's Wallace. And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37. 23 yards on the play. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Wentz now on first down. Looking for Jeffrey, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Logan Ryan. And the return comes to a halt right at the 44-yard line. Officially a minute 54 to go in this first half. Back to Tennessee after this. Following the interception here, Mariota. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, C.J. Mosley. And his guys are going to take over at the 31-yard line. That's now his second interception in as many weeks from his linebacker position. And think about all the different techniques he has to employ in a passing situation. Is he spot dropping because it's zone? Is he picking up man-to-man? Is he having to run with a running back or a tight end? In any event, great eyes, head on a swivel, and excellent hands. Yeah, versatility and showing those hands. So after the INT, here's Wentz. That's into the hands of Wallace over the middle. And he's brought down after a good gain. A good pickup there, 26 yards. And a good quarterback facing zone coverage. If he has just a little bit of time to survey the scene, that's what's going to happen. No doubt about it. If there's no pressure, he's going to continue to pick them apart because he'll have all that time to find someone open downfield. You can only cover for so long. So maybe they want to go to a zone blitz scheme, get a little bit more pressure. Remember when Carolina did that against Denver? They lost the game ultimately. They dropped the defensive end out, and he ended up with an interception in that game in Super Bowl 50. Maybe some sort of scheme like that to try and get more pressure at the passer. A really nice gain of 25 yards. We can talk all we want about football being a game of strength and brawn. It's also a game of mismatches, and they're trying to create one there, getting it to their back out of the backfield to make a bigger play. As we often say, get it to him in space, let him use his leg. Yeah, if he can get a matchup against a linebacker or maybe a defensive end dropping out in a zone blitz, he's going to win that battle just about every time. He's going to be sacked back at the 23-yard line. Jarrell Casey getting in there from his defensive tackle spot to snow him under for a loss of 4. Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. Wentz to throw on 2nd down. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And the Titans going to signal for a timeout defensively, as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back, because this is a quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
Now another timeout here called by the Titans, as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. Now to try the Eagle field goal, Jake Elliott. And Elliott puts this one through. And that will make our score 9-0. So the drive stalls out inside the 15-yard line, but they do get 3.
And I've talked with enough players nowadays that when they have these types of kicks, that no one says to their guy, hey, that's just like making an extra point, piece of cake. Because the extra point is not a piece of cake anymore. But kicking a field goal from that distance, just give him confidence and let him knock it through.
And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line. And here comes Tennessee as they get set to take the field. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. It's caught by Davis. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how...
Now that'll be tipped and intercepted. Rasul Douglas picks it. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. On 1st and 10, here's Wentz. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out, incomplete. So with 4 seconds to go in the half, here's the field goal unit onto the field. And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout called. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. A final shot before half for Wentz. Going to look deep for Jeffrey. And that is incomplete. All right, folks, eager to get back to this Week 4 matchup. We won't put up a fight. So we've reached halftime here, and it's our visitors, the Eagles, leading this one. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Out come the Eagles now as they'll go on offense first here in the third quarter. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had the ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ball game.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show them one thing, hit them with something else.
So the face mask gets him a free 15 to start the drive. Wentz now on first down. And that'll be incomplete. He was trying to get it to Donnell Pumphrey. And that'll bring up second down. Well, pretty good coverage there, and both of these defenses, they've had good coverage throughout this one.
No doubt about it. And in today's NFL, where we're used to a bit more scoring, this feels almost like a well-pitched game in baseball on both sides where the tension continues to build. Who's going to make the big play?
Wentz now to throw. They'll tussle for it, and this is going to be caught. The reception good for 7. It's third down.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and give the quarterback a really nice target.
Wentz going to try and throw on third. He finds Aguilar over the middle. And he's got the first down, yardage before being taken down at midfield. It'll be a pickup of 4, good enough to earn him yet another first down. They run with Pumphrey. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
Third quarter, and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
Again, it's Pumphrey. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. It's a 10-yard pickup, and it moves the chains.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them.
Hang in there now. Hang in there now.
On play action, it's Wentz. This is caught. That goes for a gain of 31.
Really good recognition of the offensive line of the blitz. They picked it up, allowed for more time to throw the ball deep downfield, and a big-time completion.
Come on now. Come on, let's go. Let's go.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. Nothing doing there. They're going to wind up holding him at the 2. No gain there, and it's going to set up 2nd and goal.
I don't know about you, Brandon, but I often think to myself, in these situations, I want a back who can create his own space, who can break tackles, and in a sense, become his own blocker. We don't have that guy in the game right now.
Now Wentz throwing on 2nd down. This is taken in by Jeffrey. He's got it. Touchdown, Eagles. Alshon Jeffrey with his 2nd touchdown of the game and 5th on the year. And the Eagles add 6 to their lead. The Eagles led the NFL going 6 of 9 in the regular season on 2-point tries last year. Of course, they had another big one in the Super Bowl, and they're going for 2 here. And too much on that one. It's out of the back of the end zone, incomplete. Elliott now to kick this one away. To return, here's Michael Campanero. take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line. The Titans offense gears up for their first possession of the second half. They trail offense first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve.
But if these guys are going to chop into that deficit, they're going to have to do a much better job in the run game. Caught behind the line of scrimmage, no yardage to be found.
Again, it's Henry. And a nice run past the 30-yard line there. Now a timeout being called as there's an injured Titan down on the field. We'll check on his status when we get back. The Titans on third down. Not good. 0 for 4 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5. From the shotgun, it's Mariota. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And that one incomplete. Had some position but couldn't hold on, and it brings up 4th down. It's been this way most of the afternoon, hasn't it? This secondary, they really put this receiving core on lockdown.
Listen, they've worked together like a basketball team that's playing excellent defense. Great communication, doesn't matter whether it's man or zone. And especially against deep balls, as we saw there, they're not giving up anything to them.
Now Philadelphia ready to get going on offense again. This is sort of what you would call a put-away drive, isn't it? They score here, especially a touchdown. It's almost out of reach.
It certainly feels that way, and I think that they're going to call their plays accordingly, because what you really want to do, even though you know the scoreboard is still up there and the game's going to go on, in fact, you can take the spirit away from another team. That their drive and will to come back and win can be taken with another score right here.
Still third quarter, but you just get that feel.
Yeah, they're teetering right there on the brink, aren't they? I think if we put together a job description for a middle linebacker, we would start with being able to hold down things in the middle of the line of scrimmage and be able to take on blockers. But how about the guys who can go sideline to sideline and make plays?
Love a guy that can do that. We saw a perfect example of it right there. On the run, it's Pumphrey trying to bounce it outside, but he's only able to get it back to the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down. The Eagles on 3rd down, 2 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 7. Shotgun now for Wentz. He's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete. He'll wind up being stopped for no gain, and it'll lead to a 4th down. Well, he caught it right at the line of scrimmage, and before he could even think about advancing it forward, he got hit.
Great tackling, because that's what you're taught. Don't give up yards after the catch, and most offenses make a living off of yards after catches, hidden yards that may not go into the score sheet, but they count big for moving the ball and stretching the field. Really nice open field tackle.
On the NFL scoreboard, 3rd quarter now in Lambeau. And it's the Bills that have added to their lead. Remember to keep an eye on the ticker, of course, at the bottom of your screen for updates on that game and others around the NFL. And he'll get this up past the 45 to the 47. Tackle made there by Jordan Hicks. Tough running there. That's a hard-earned 4 yards.
Yeah, those are the unsung kind of runs. They don't fill up the stat sheet, but they do set you up in good position on 2nd down.
Again, it's Lewis. And he's going to be stopped here for no gain. And that's going to take us to the end of the 3rd quarter of play.
And they insert their dime package, 6 DBs here on 3rd and 6.
Expecting pass all the way. Working out of the gun, Mariota. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down. And now before they run this fourth down play, we're going to get a timeout. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the fourth quarter. Here's Brett Kern now as they're forced to kick for the 6th time today. Philadelphia getting set to take the field. With this lead and the football, things obviously looking good, but maybe, you've taught me this before, maybe this is where the defense is hoping that the offense helps them preserve that shutout that they've got going.
And it has to be in the minds of the offense that they know how rare it is to get a shutout. So take care of them, protect them, take care of the ball, move it downfield, run the clock down. You don't want your defense to have to go on the field again the rest of the game. Reward them. But Brandon Pace comes into play now because they've got the advantage. They've got the football, but they've got to be very careful about what speed they're going to play. My music teacher back in New Paltz, Mrs. Bythema Bagley, used to say, don't go prestissimo when you really want to go largo. And what she meant by that is don't go too fast when you really want to go at a nice, slow, deliberate pace.
I am speechless. I am without speech. A good gain of 14 there, and it moves the chains. I don't want to make a story where there's not one, but he threw the 3 interceptions last week. Looked a little uncomfortable. He looks much more comfortable today.
Yeah, just 1 pick so far and his team leads. So now they can play complementary football, meaning if he takes care of the ball and his offense, if they're humming along, the defense doesn't have to be out there as long. He's taking care of his guys on the other side of the ball.
They're enjoying a fourth quarter advantage. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It'll be a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd and 11. They'll run again with Pumphrey. And he's going to be stopped up quickly here. Just a yard up to the 39. Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the fourth quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it, and the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're just trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets on the ground. In a run blitz, you're actually trying to cover up gaps, trying to cover up holes so they can't run the football.
Now Wentz on 3rd down. Being chased out left. And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44. He'll wind up getting 4 yards there on his own, but it also brings up 4th down. The Eagles send out their punter now, as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it. And that is much too long. That's into the end zone for a touchback. The Titans offense now, they get ready to do battle again here. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
Well, you know how in baseball when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
Sets up the screen to Lewis. Second and 5 after the 5-yard completion on 1st down. Now it's a bootleg with Mariota. That's complete to Taywan Taylor. And they're going to get this one all the way out across the 45. 23 yards on the play.
Nice game there, partner, but you and I both know that won't do anything for the final score. They're not going to win this one. Right now they're playing for pride and fantasy points.
And just to erase that goose egg, nobody wants to be shut out. No gain on the play there. It'll be second down. Fourth quarter, every drive's so critical, and you figure may only get one more shot after this, so a touchdown's imperative on this drive.
It is, but you also have to think to yourself in play calling, don't hold anything back. Don't save it for the second touchdown. You got the first one for the second one to even matter.
A good pickup there at 22.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. But slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
A first down throw for Mariota. Left side caught by Matthews. And he was able to shed the tackle, but the reserves come in for the stop. That throw good for 4. It's second down. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give them that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a third down. Mariota on 3rd and 2. Escaping the pressure right. Keeps himself upright. He may try and run for this. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And he's got him in, Corey Davis. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. They keep the game alive, at least for the moment, as it's a first down. They go play action here on first down. Caught, right side, it's Lewis. No gain, and it's second down. Clock running here, under 90 seconds to go.
Well, the stats that matter on this play don't help a team very much, unless, of course, you're playing defense.
If you're getting points per reception, you got a reception, but no yardage. Great job by the defense, though. They read through that one.
They read through it, gave up no yardage, and people got credit for tackles. Pretty good deal.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete. The Titans on 3rd down, as bad as you can be. 0 for 7 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. Again, it's Mariota. This will be caught at about the 6. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. It'll be a gain of 8, but it also lead to a 4th down.
So much about offense is what you call hidden yardage. You know, you throw the ball to someone that...
And this is caught now for a late touchdown. So hold everything here. This one's not over yet.
I'm not sure win-win is the proper term here, but it certainly felt like it. They got the touchdown they needed. But if I'm on the defensive side of the ball, okay, you got the touchdown, but it sure took you a long time.
Yeah, because offensively, there, you're probably hoping for a 1 to 5 play drive. That one ate up a little more time than they were hoping.
You're exactly right. And if you have that 1 to 5 play drive, you actually build up momentum and even more hope. When they had to slog their way downfield, they got the touchdown, but it's almost like... Yeah, you know.
Doesn't feel right.
Exactly.
Well, 4th quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of an anecdotal type of a number, kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
On the carry, here's Clement. And a pretty big hole as he's down to about the 40. And play is stopped here. Timeout. It's the defense calling the timeout here, as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in the fourth. And they'll need to get to the 35 if they want to keep this drive going on third down. The Eagles in the victory formation as they take a knee. The Eagles send out their punter now, as he's on for the 5th time here today. And he deserves a bronze leg as he gets this one away. And not what he was hoping for there, as this will hit in the end zone for a touchback. The Titans offense now, they get set to head back out here. They have time here, partner, for just one final heave.
And I have to look at it from the defense's perspective here. We know what they're going to do on offense. The Hail Mary, try and get guys down there and throw it in the end zone, tip it around and catch it. You've got to have guys back there to defend that, but also you can't allow the quarterback as much time as he wants to set up and throw it. Maybe you bring a little extra pressure to make sure he gets rid of it quicker.
A little bit of a cat and mouse game. We'll see if they bring that pressure.